Hello, baby.
I was crazy once.
I'm thinking of a number. There's no clap because we've cured it. We've cured the clap.
We didn't talk about the clap for so long, and now it's back because of the absence of clap. Absence makes the clap go louder.
You know, it doesn't have an absence of clap.
What?
Like an old person's home.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Because they all have a lot of sex over there.
The villages, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's places with the most clap. I'm talking old people homes, the Olympic Village, and the Sydney Opera House.
And also a freaking wedding when they play the Cha-Cha Slide.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, does it have to be I guess... Oh,
it could also be a school dance.
Okay, yeah.
I'm thinking about like where Cha-Cha Slide... It's not a song that comes on the like radio or in the supermarket, you know?
Right.
You hear it in very specific situations.
It has to be some kind of party. I guess, yeah, it would be a wedding.
Because at most house parties, you're not putting on the Cha-Cha Sled. But we should.
Not? Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, why don't we?
I think people would have a heck of a lot of fun. And you don't even need drugs or alcohol. You could just do the Cha-Cha Slide 100 times.
Yeah, I was thinking like my next birthday, what if it was like a high school party where you dress like yourself in high school, which for Ethan and MJ would mean wearing not just any polo shirt. It would have to be our school polo shirt,
the uniform, logoed polo shirt.
I would even say we should find shitty ass chinos just to make it even more so. I don't think we have to buy like sneakers. Like I don't think that's like a waste of money. But I feel like at the very least, like I still have my high school fleece jacket again, which is like a size large, even though I am a small person. Because they all bought everything that was too big for me. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be really fun, and the more I talk about it, the more I think it's going to happen. That this 31 will be a high school themed party, because it was either or dress like you in high school, or dress like a stereotypical like high school like trope. I feel like
I could do like freshman year Spencer, which was like
super trendy.
no plaid shorts.
Graphic
shorts, t-shirts,
cool shorts,
and plaid shirts layered over the graphic tees.
Absolutely.
I'll find I will post a picture. My favorite shirt was Batman wearing Abraham Lincoln wearing Batman's cowl.
And was there a caption to that, or
no? It was just it was like, wouldn't it be funny if Abraham Lincoln was Batman?
I see. That reminds me of my favorite shirt at the time, which is a picture of my cock, and it's a little illustration of a chicken.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, there's a photo of us wearing that. And what's funny though, I think MJ actually was better dressed in a sense, because like that was like a post church hangout, I think, and I had already changed out of my thing. So I'm wearing plaid short. I'm presuming plaid shorts, some kind of like cargo short with that cock t-shirt. But MJ's wearing like a white shirt and like a vest and maybe even a tie. Unfortunately done with the Trinity knot. I know MJ has disavowed it since then, but I remember this photo because I think Vincent is also there, and I think he's wearing like skinny jeans and like, you know.
I vaguely remember that too.
Where's that? It's at Lola's house. Spencer, I don't know what the hell this...
That is the shirt. Hold on, let me find... Okay, I'm sending the link to the which is a little bit more...
This is the exact shirt that you had.
This is the shirt that I had, yeah. They still apparently sell it. I could buy it for...
Spazzy tees.
Yeah.
You gotta rebuy it or
I gotta rebuy it, yeah.
Wait, hold on. You guys gotta read this thing here.
The caption?
Bring together truth, justice, and top hats with this unisex tee featuring Abraham Lincoln sit up in a full Batman costume. Now, okay, well, let me finish it. It's the ultimate mashup of history and heroism, because even Honest Abe had a dark side. This caption makes no sense.
Yeah, because it's heroism, but he has a dark side. And is it like suspending habeas corpus? Is that it?
Is that what
the? I like perfect for history buffs and comic book fans. Which, if you ask me, in high school, that was me to a T.
That was
lots of lovers of clever mashup and parody art. That's hands up. Excuse me, that's me. I love parody art and matchups.
Wait a second. Yeah. Also, he's not. Abraham Lincoln didn't. He wore a stovepipe hat, not a top hat.
Yeah, come on, someone shoot.
But
this
also,
guy.
did you?
Not Abe Lincoln.
Did you? Well, plenty of bad guys try and shoot.
Batman. That's true.
But here, did you notice this too? He's wearing his like frock coat, you know, but emblazoned on the center of his on his shirt is indeed a bat symbol.
Yes,
and the bat is wearing a top hat, or
the bat is
stovepipe.
Oh, whoa! Actually, I didn't realize the bat was wearing the hat. That's crazy. So he is wearing Batman's hat, and Bat is wearing Abe hat.
Bat Lincoln. It's
Bat Lincoln and Abraham Bat.
And
Abraham Man. Abraham Man.
There you go.
Yeah.
You had this shirt.
I had this shirt. It was probably not sold from this same place, but I had this shirt.
Casual elegance will make this an instant favorite in everyone's wardrobe.
And I would I would just wear that with like a plaid button up on top, just open, rolled up the sleeves, and I'm like, whoa, I'm a cool guy over here.
You are a very cool guy. Yeah. I bet you were. But that's freshman year for you.
That's freshman year.
I guess it could be like senior year. It could be like, like graduation. That's kind of like a fun idea if we did that. I think by then I'd be probably wearing like button-up shirts with like a cardigan and like a necktie and like the kind of twee hipstery. Like right before I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear vintage. Well, yeah, and then that would been kind of interesting.
It would have been mighty interesting.
Did you guys ever go on mini golf dates? When you were, I guess, have you guys gone on a mini golf date?
I've been mini golfing, but not to date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
right.
No. Do you now?
Boys date, I guess.
Yeah, boys date. Yeah. Do you think it's a good idea on a first date?
Oh, first date?
First date, yeah. First date.
Yeah, I think it could be fun and unique. I think honestly, first date always should just be like a coffee or something. But I think it's pretty good for an early date.
An early date, yeah. Because I guess my fear would be, what if you were so bad at it that she gets the ick?
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't go on like any kind of physical challenge first date because I guess I know I can't because I will literally fail it.
I mean, I also think it's good if you have an easy out. And if you're paying for 18 holes, which I assume that's what a mini golf course is.
Yeah.
Unless it's smaller because it's mini. But anyway, if you're paying for 9 to 18 holes of golf, and by hole 3, you're like, this is not going to work.
You leave?
No, I'm saying you can't just leave if you're mini golfing.
Oh, because there's no out.
But if there's like coffee, you could be like, oh my fucking God, I just saw someone get hit by a bus outside. I need to go help them.
Because you're facing outside.
Yes, and they're not. And you're like, don't look.
Never gonna
it's so around, horrible. Yeah. Don't turn around.
Yeah. But only look when I text you that you can.
Yes, and then you set up a bus and
I see
a dummy. Okay. There's a dummy out there.
Yeah. How bad are you talking that this dummy has been mutilated?
It's completely covered in ketchup.
Oh, so that's a pretty bad one, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never done mini golf on a first date. I've done it on like a second date, and I've definitely lost.
Oh, no.
And thankfully it was never like that much of an ick, but it's always at the the top of my head. It's like, what if you were just so bad that she's like, oh, I don't trust this guy to do like anything that requires hand-eye coordination. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm literally, there's so many things, that would be like, yeah, I mean, like imagine on the first date, like, you're sitting at the coffee shop, she walks up like, hi, nice to meet you, and you're like, oh, nice to meet you, then you like tumble or like trip on your shoelace.
But if you turn it into a Wonka, speaking of Wonka,
that's true. Yeah, for next month. That's right.
Yeah, if you kind of turn that tumble into a flourishing bow.
Yeah. I just watched that clip again, and he stumbles because his walking cane is stuck behind him. So he's like, oh no, I don't have my walking cane. So at least that's how I'm reading that scene, actually.
Yeah.
But in Wonka fashion, I was like hella dressed up to play mini golf. Like I feel like
Wonka would dress up for mini golf.
But he also would he dress up for mini golf, or is he just dressed up in general? Like he would probably wear the exact outfit that he's always got on.
I could see Johnny Depp Wonka having a wacky and whimsical like golf outfit with
I think
a Nardwuar hat and like the plus fours.
But it would be like a velvet like zip jacket.
Yeah, it would be something crazy, but have the DNA of that.
Yeah, I do love it when like a character who has a uniform wears other clothes that look like that uniform. You know, I can't think in my head of like an animated character. Maybe it's like SpongeBob or something where like he wears something else and it's still like a combination of like red, some kind of like red neckwear with like a white shirt and brown pants. But I first of all, did I tell you guys I found plus? Well, I didn't find it. I had my friend Casey gave me plus fours.
Whoa.
They were too short. I think they're either for women or they could be just too short because they did that blouse over the knee because they just ended like they were just that short. And so my original idea for going mini golf, like that would be the perfect outfit, you know. Yeah. I could have done like Madras pants with like a zip jacket or like a blazer, but I feel like that's a little too normal, you know. And so what's better than plus fours, riding boots and riding pants? So I did that, and I wore my what do you call it? I guess it's like my white cotton sport vest, which I think it's. And for those of you listening, I feel like it's more of a vest with sleeves, and it's probably like a what do you call it? Like a server jacket or a bellhop jacket, according to my friend Gator. But I wore that with a beige beret because I don't have a little flat cap like Spencer, and it was very fun. I thought it was cool. I could feel everyone's eyes in this Sherman Oaks, Castle Park, mini golf place looking at me as I played mini golf with a pink shirt and a fun, vibrant deco striped tie and tall boots. But I think it's fun. I think, to echo what we talked about in the Whimsy article and podcast, it's fun to dress up for things that you could dress up for. Like, as much as I love sitting at like a coffee shop looking like an intellectual, and I'm dressed like Ivy to play trivia. I feel like that in my head, that like you can wear anything to play trivia, but like playing mini golf, I feel like is hilarious. And I'm thinking, speaking of Wonka, of our guy, the Oompa Loompa, who like has attire for every occasion in his little trunk. Yeah, Hugh Grant, who like when he goes onto the boat. I mean, we said this already in the episode, but like when he goes onto the boat to save Timothy Chalamet Wonka from a bomb, he's wearing like a captain's hat. He's got like, I love those little like fun little nods to the occasion. So that was me at mini golf. What would you guys wear to mini golf of your own attire?
My dad is an avid golfer, and I've gone golfing with him a couple times. And one time,
full course, like full 18 holes?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, okay.
Full time. I'm not very good at it, but I've done it.
Yeah. And no women around for you to give the ick to.
Exactly, no women for miles. But at the courses we're going to, man. But
boys only, baby.
Boys only.
Boys only.
But I remember in high school I did a full golf, or no, this was after high school, but this is like a full crazy golf outfit where I had bi-swing brown tweed jacket with like a sweater vest, and I don't own plus fours, so I just did like brown pants and like a tweed flat cap. I don't know if I have photos of that. It was so long ago. Shoes? Maybe I did. I wore my saddle shoes to this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I did that, and maybe I would do something like that again. Or actually, like going mini golfing, I feel like that's a very 50s activity. So I would dress the same way I would if I were going like bowling, I guess.
Oh yeah, Liao has never been bowling before. We got to go bowling.
We should go bowling. We should go to that place in Anaheim, the crazy, very googie, kind of Big Lebowski looking one.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. MJ, what would you wear to go golfing? Or mini golf, I guess I should say, because I mean, we like, and as dedicated listeners of the show would know, me and MJ wore sailor outfits the last time at least for me, the last time I held a club in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have anything particularly one way or another, other than looking like I'm like there to play golf, where it's like a polo shirt or like a rugby. I mean, I don't have any like short sleeve polos. Um, it would probably be like a rugby shirt and slacks or chinos.
Yeah. Kilty loafers feels like it's kind of golf appropriate, you know?
Yeah. I guess I could well, I don't have like, it'd be funny to look like a like what's it called, like a one of the Uniqlo like athletic ambassadors.
Oh yeah.
But you know, I don't have that stuff either. But
does Uniqlo have like a golf collection?
They did before, but I mean, they just, you know how they have their performance like dry EX like fabric like polo shirts and or the Airism.
Yeah.
That's what they have. That's like the most golf look, I guess.
Yeah. I saw a guy complaining that golf attire is too cool now, and he wants people to go back. Well, yeah, because it's like people are like wearing like pleated pants or like vintage inspired stuff. He's like, I want to go back to wearing like those are all like useless. You should go back to wearing like performance fabrics. I'm like, that's crazy, actually. People are stupid, I think, you know. But yeah, I wish that my golf attire helped me do well. I did better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Well, I feel like for golf, it's like it's more fun to do the really old school stuff where it is like kind of like low key, kind of ugly. Because it's like, I don't know, like the modern golf thing is either like performance fabrics or like how those obnoxious like Republican tech bros who love talking about drinking domestic light beers and doing coke or whatever.
Oh yeah,
just like polo shirts and like a, you know, it's annoying
zip kind of thing. Yeah,
it's ugly. So I think if you want to go golfing, either do the really ugly pastel shit from like the 60s and 70s or do the big +4s, all that. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I feel like it's inherently like a fun thing to dress for. MJ, what would be an occasion that you would want to dress like, you'd like make an outfit for? You know what I mean? Like a fun thing, you know? Like we've kind of done laser tag, we've kind of talked about Red Fair plenty of times. But what would be something that we haven't thought of?
Well, because I'm also thinking about what like in the confines of the current closet, right? Like without
I see. Yeah.
buying
like,
things or like buying too much. I don't know. Maybe you know, I know we're not really like super outdoorsy types, but like actual hiking and camping.
I mean, yeah.
That's like a whole thing.
We just talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say like I mean, it's kind of like the same thing, like a beach like sort of
deal.
deal.
Beach days are fun to dress for. I feel like
even though that's, you know, I guess like quote unquote activity wise or like event wise, it's pretty casual. But I mean, I feel like we haven't gone like all together to the beach in a while, or like
I haven't been to the beach in a long time.
None of us really like surf or like jet ski or whatever stuff.
Yeah,
like
talk about ick on the first day. Imagine going to surf, and then she goes like, "Oh yeah, do you like to surf?" He's like, "You're like, nope, never done it
before." And then she's the girl that lost her leg to a shark.
Oh no!
But she's like really good at surfing, is what I'm saying.
That's right. What if it was Jonah Hill and his girl that he was like, "I don't appreciate you always showing your body," and she's like, "I'm a surfer. Like I literally."
Yeah, that's so weird. This is her first date after breaking up with Jonah Hill, and you're trying to give her a good time, but you don't actually know how to surf. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that reminds me of like, I think I got a girl's friend code and I proceeded to lose all three games of Smash Bros against her, and then she just unmatched because I feel like that's the thing. Like, what if they're better than? And that's fine. That's totally fine. It's more so like they might not, again, like I said, they might not think that you're cool because you've given them the ick, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's also like sometimes not even that necessarily.
Yeah.
Or I guess together you should pick the date activity so that you're not like the whole one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like you should pick something that you can be good at. I know we did a whole episode on dating attire, which I did remove because that was kind of more about my ex. out of respect. But yeah, obviously you should pick something that you'll look good in afterward. You know. Then again, I just talked to a guy who on his first date with his current partner. And hopefully this one, knock on wood here. But like I did wear like a neck scarf and a runaway collar shirt and a blazer, and that's kind of crazy. I think I would not recommend that to most guys, but when it works, it works.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. By the way, I have a Pith helmet, guys.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know what this. Like when I posted like me doing the like me with golf, I like that. Mr. Matzi in our Discord was like, "You're like a dandy," and I'm like, "I guess like I can't." And then the next day I'm
Can't
wearing a
escape.
Pith helmet. I'm like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, like I don't." We gotta do it. We gotta like all read "I Am Dandy" and like ask ourselves how much we fit into that, and also I think I do at this point. You know what I mean? Like there's
You
just
are a dandy.
I never thought this is so off topic. I was not expecting to talk about this today, but it's like I never really thought of myself as that because I feel like there's a whole lifestyle that comes with it. But maybe the fact that making time for yourself is what being a dandy is all about, like just saying like fuck it. And I'm like, then maybe if that's the case, just like with Whimsy, yeah, I think the boot fits.
The boot
Um,
does fit.
Have you guys ever wanted a Pith helmet? Like, is that? I feel like
Yeah,
Spencer.
I have.
Yeah, yeah.
I
you're
feel
like-
I don't know if I ever like there might have been opportunities, like we've seen them at like Joyride and stuff like that, but
Right.
I don't think I ever got
too
them.
small usually.
Too small.
I feel like
but
you would kill because like you with khaki and like a workshop. I feel like it's just
that
like
would
a
be pretty
fun.
good.
It is literally a big straw or like a organic hat, I guess. You know what I mean?
But I also
Yeah.
like every time I see a postman with the Pith helmet, I'm like, that is badass. Like that is so cool.
Oh, you're like I love this.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
Are
we
they
could
the-
let's get Mac on and do an episode about the post office uniforms.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they the best dressed civil servant?
Maybe. I think, I think they have
Because
some
I ain't dressing like a pig. You know what I'm saying?
that's right.
Yeah.
They have pretty good
Oink
uniforms.
oink. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. MG, what about you? Did you ever want a Pith helmet? Is that like a thing that you thought of?
I mean, it's like, we already kind of have stuff that will go with it, right? So I think it's just like
That's true. Yeah.
just
You
stack
can't
it on
just
top.
wear it with like skinny or like flares. You know, you gotta have the outfit for it. A jungle jacket. I feel like that's I think that's really cool, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could do a whole. I mean, like I distinctly remember like when your kids when you were a kid, your birthdays, your your birthday outfits, or even
The bush
going
hat, the one that has the
going
the little thing. Yeah.
going to other birthdays dressed up. So it's like it's already there.
Yeah. Damn, I
It's
had
pretty
I
cool.
had that safari
Jurassic
fit.
Park,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, Jurassic Park safari fit, man.
Muldoon has the damn bush hat. That's awesome.
Mhm.
I feel like bush hats. Actually, are those even harder to wear? I can't tell. I feel like it's a bush hat's not really sartorial, but I think that the Pith helmet feels sartorial because of all those like, like the stereotypical like professor or some explorer with like a white suit and a bow tie with
Mhm.
that shit on there, And I feel like I've always kind of enjoyed that. I feel like also at the back of my head, wearing a Pith helmet with like a tuxedo, as if you came back from safari and you're having a dinner party to show off what you've shot. I mean pictures, guys. Now I'm not talking about hunting here,
Yeah.
but I think that'd be kind of fun to do. And I can't believe found one at the flea market a couple times ago. I guess it's been on my shelf until this past weekend.
Hey.
But I found one that was made of straw, and I felt like it was a little too cheap, And I found this one, which was like the real Pith helmet, dated 1948 on the inside.
Oh,
Insane.
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is very cool, and so it is like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Mister. What's his last name? What's James?
I don't know.
He's Archimedes, but he's
his last name Jane. It's not Jane Wilson. It's like Tarzan. Wikipedia. Here we go. We're gonna.
characters.
Yeah, I feel like Jane.
Porter.
Jane. Yes, Archimedes Porter. That's right. Archimedes Q Porter. played by a man named Nigel Hawthorne. What a name! That man would be wearing a Pith helmet.
He would.
And he's wearing a bow tie. He's wearing a little bow tie, and I think I would do the exact same thing. I haven't done it yet. Maybe we have to wait for spring or summer to fully take hold. But I liked it because the last time I wore a straw hat to the pool, which was maybe like 5 years ago, it got warped.
No.
My old Optimo hat. I mean, it's fine. I was able to kind of get it back. It's kind of cracked a little bit. It got a little misshapen. But the thing is, the reason why the Pith helmet's so good is because it's literally designed to not do that. Like it's like cloth covered. It's made of like, what is this, chola pith or whatever? Like this kind of like this like plant material, like plant, I guess plant matter. I was trying to think of like pulp or whatever. And it's stiff, and it's got holes in it, so like it can drain water if you need to do it. And it's not gonna when there's humidity or whatever, if you're sweating or whatever, it's not gonna go misshapen because it's a fucking helmet. And I'm like, I'm gonna wear this around the pool, and I fucking went to the pool yesterday, and it was fantastic. In the hot tub, it did make the interesting sonic effect of I can hear the bubbles because it's going up into the it bounces off. Because I was like, I was like, why does it sound loud? And I take it off, I'm like, oh shit, But yeah, I gotta wear it with some like white suits. I'm wearing a khaki suit right now. Again, I'm doing it more Ivy, but I gotta wear it with this khaki suit. Or like shorts, man. I guess I could wear it while hiking. Also,
do you have,
right?
Do you have Gurkha shorts still?
Absolutely, I do.
I feel like those would be perfect with that.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think people really enjoy it. I mean, as much as I am a little self-conscious about being, or as much as I think I look ridiculous, I feel like people do kind of enjoy when they see me walking out there in some crazy outfit. I mean, I can still feel at the bar where I can see people do like a double take where they're like, I'm there like talking, and I'm also like standing pretty like jauntily, like my hands on my hip or whatever, and I'm like doing some Plankton impression, or I'm laughing really loud. But it's nice when some people are like, "Wow, I love your outfit," and I go, "Oh, thank you." But yeah, we all gotta get Pith helmets, man. We gotta explore some menswear.
We gotta explore the
menswear
world.
safari.
Yeah. What are some crazy? What's a crazy hat?
What are some crazy hats?
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't crazy. I always contemplate getting a big straw cowboy hat. I keep wanting to get those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see Seeger makes a pretty good one now. Obviously, Joyride makes really great straw hats.
That's right.
If I were to get a straw hat, maybe big straw cowboy hat would not be the first one. But you asked about crazy hats, and
that's two
maybe
right
the
there.
Craziest hat that I want.
Yeah. What about you, MJ? You still, you still gotta get that fedora at some point. Not
Yes.
straw. Not crazy. I think the fedora is probably the easiest hat to probably. Well, that's not true. A ball cap is probably the easiest hat to ever wear. Just ask Spencer's bald noggin.
Yeah, ask my bald head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. A bowler.
Yeah, I don't think I can say. I don't think I can say the bowler. I think that's kind of beyond me. I think. I mean, it's funny because like it's not. I guess it is dressy, like.
I mean, it's a menswear hat.
It is a menswear hat, and I know there's a particular guy who I don't know that listens to this podcast. I'm sure you look great, buddy. I can't do it myself. And even after watching Wonka, man, we're really plugging this episode that this bonus episode that will come out next month. But like Slugworth wears a bowler hat with like a pinstripe suit, but I can't. You look like Mr. Poe. Also, I have a round face. I feel like the reason I love like a Pith helmet or like a fedora or even a cowboy hat is because it's angular. The it's gonna make you look even like egg face. It's gonna look like that.
Egghead from Batman.
Yeah, you gotta look like a chiseled ass dude to pull off a bowler hat, and even then, I feel like a chiseled ass dude will not be caught dead wearing a bowler hat. Same goes for the Homburg. I don't think I can do that either.
I feel if we were based in London, I think this would be a different answer.
Yeah, how much dandier do you think we would be if we were all British? Or hell, if we lived in New York City?
That's right. Yeah. I would be the most dandy-ass person there is.
Unless, Spencer, you would lean into like the 70s vibes of
I think New York. I would. I mean, I would be more likely to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. What about you, MJ? Do you think you'd play up your dandiness? Because
if
you're more of a bold,
if we were
colorful dresser
British.
than your formality wise, but I wonder, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean like I I don't know. I mean it makes sense when you say it. Um but yeah, it'd be very almost cartoonish maybe.
yeah. That would be. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I just been dressing like a fucking cartoon a lot lately. You
Yeah.
know, I even have a cape now, which we kind of talked about previously.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of went on a deep dive because I guess I'm gonna write this to its own blog post, which you'll read along here. But um, yeah, I started seeing like like Prince or King Edward had like an Inverness cape. You know, there's the Japanese cape, not the one from World War II, but like the kind of like Hanbo. I forgot what it's called. I forgot. Damn, I'll find it later. But like they wear like capes like over their like tunics in like the wintertime, like during the Meiji period. In Japan with like a fedora, which I think is kind of cool. Again, it's kind of like
Yeah.
combination of like traditional with like Western influences. I think is really fun. Um, and but I mean, yeah, I found like a lot of Inverness cape inspo, and like I saw like a rubberized cape thing for like rainwear, which is kind of like what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I like when I was looking at like trying to find inspo from like Pity Womo or like just examples of guys like contemporary guys wearing capes that were not like military, that were not movies, and that were not I think either Spanish and Italian people. Like they have well, Spanish they have like the bespoke cape makers, but I think in Italy there is like a graduating class. I'm not sure if it's military or not, but they wear capes when they graduate.
Mm.
I think when you graduate from Oxford University, you either wear a cape or a cloak as well, like different than the graduation gown. But when I was looking at the Pity Womo stuff, I feel like I think that the thing is most people's attire doesn't fit the cape. Like even if they're
Right.
in a suit, I feel like black tie is probably the only regular menswear thing you could do that works with a cape. But like you're wearing like a sport coat and gray trousers, like a black velvet or even like a green like a wool cape, I feel like is a little too regal, I think. Um and you don't really have a lot of like modern Inverness ones. And so I feel like that's why I really like the fact that mine was made of like the rubberized cotton
Mm-hmm.
and dyed indigo to kind of give it that like kind of work weary or like practical edge. And lately, every time I've worn it has since been just like with riding boots, with like it's still jaunty but still like sporty. And so I wore a cape when I went to yeah, when I was like yeah wearing riding boots and like a checked sport shirt and a beret. So it's very like European, kind of like cycling, I guess, or whatever, but like just very sporty. And I feel like that's kind of like the best way to do the cape look because like it's already crazy, like you
Yeah.
can't go too far into it, and you also just can't wear it with like a t-shirt and jeans. You have to like have an actual like I think the outfit's got to be dramatic from the get go in some way, but it can't be too. I guess with mine, it can't be too dressy. I don't
Mm.
know. I don't know if we talked about it, but like I know Spencer, you said you kind of wanted like you thought like the idea of like a black tie cape though.
No, I think they're cool. I mean, like as you said, like I think a problem like you see people post on like Reddit like male fashion advice.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen this for years. Some nerdy guy who is not really interested in fashion will just be like, "Excuse me, can we bring capes back?"
Yep.
Um, and it's kind of like
What's stopping you from wearing this, gentlemen?
yeah, and I feel like it's kind of a meme, but like I do feel like you really have to like build an entire outfit around specifically the cape. That has to be kind of the main piece, and everything has to uh kind of to work to make it fit, I guess.
Yeah.
Um I like the idea of having one for yes, like rainy days or like I've been thinking about like Nerf or airsoft. I think that's
Hell yeah.
great. Yeah. Even just doing something like I don't know, going to we live near Disneyland, so if you went there and wanted to do a Star Wars outfit like you did
Yep.
with your cape for that, I think that's a pretty good kind of look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely helps to have that in there.
I
MG.
I
Yeah.
th- I think most of the capes in the most if not all maybe except for like Krennic are like on the darker spectrum of colors, but I was looking at Mon Mothma's
Mm.
lineup of like, I think it would, for me, if I could somehow find a way to go that route, because she has like the, like the light blues, light greens, the off whites, those types of colors or outfits would be cool to pull off somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, like when I think of like Ren Fair, I feel like, I mean, you see like knights having like red capes or yellow capes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I know that I probably wouldn't wear it that often, because I feel like it has to go like I don't wear armor to the Ren Fair, so I feel like I usually wear blacks or browns, and like wearing all red with it. I guess you can wear red and black, I guess, but like that's not really like that's brown just kind of adds like the rustic thing. And I love my brown cape.
Yeah.
You know, if my brown cape wasn't more of like because it's like asymmetrically cut. I guess my rain cape is that way too, but like the brown one has like distressing, and it's very like wanderer adventurer. Like
Yeah.
you can't really wear that with like a suit, you know. But it'd be cool if I guess I would have more. I don't know. It'd be funny if this podcast on stuff everything turned into me just buying cosplay stuff, but it's not cosplay because I wear it all the time because I'm a fucking
With
dandy.
real regular clothes.
Well, you know what was really funny is that outfit with the beret and the boots. When I wore my cape, um, I actually wore that fit to go to the Mersby Schwanen event. And for those of you who don't know, Mersby Schwanen is a t-shirt brand. They're made in Germany. I mean, the name Mersby Schwanen. And they are one half of the Bears shirts, because the other half I think is a Whitesville tee. And the thing is, both of them were like tailored to fit Carmi's very sexy ripped body.
Yeah,
you know, you can't.
Rhoda.
But Rhoda the Hutt. That's right.
Yeah.
He's not wearing any t-shirt.
He should be. I didn't see the movie, but I saw a picture, and I was offended at what I saw
because he wasn't wearing a shirt.
Yeah, it's immodest.
Yeah,
he's a slut.
He's a slug.
Yeah. Oh shit.
He's a slug.
You're right.
Yeah,
is he immortal, Spencer?
Yeah, he's the immortal slut.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was at Venice in Abbot Kinney, which I've only been to like twice in my life. And I don't normally go to a lot of, I guess this is like the first also like non-Buck Mason event, I guess, because who else does events here in LA? You know, I mean, Buck Mason's cool. I bought a shirt from them, not like from an event. I just walked in there and I saw that they had the McGregor copy shirt, and I was like, damn, I want this, and I bought it. I wanted the white rayon shirt. But yeah, I went to this one because it was, you know, cool event. And unlike Buck Mason, obviously it's a lot smaller. Merce doesn't have a huge, you know, US presence, let alone LA. Whereas Buck Mason is surprisingly in a lot of different cities. There's like 3 in LA, and I thought there was only like 2, but there's a lot of them. But yeah, it was there. It was hosted by our friend Edgy Albert, the king of menswear in Los Angeles. That's right. And you can probably guess what he was wearing.
Was he wearing something sexy?
A Mersby Schwanen t-shirt.
Wow.
And some jeans, probably Levi's, and some boots. Actually, a lot of dudes there were wearing that.
That's funny.
It makes sense. I mean, I can't tell if they were employees of the brand or if they were influencers or they are just people who love buying that stuff. Much. Yeah, but they had a great non-alcoholic aperitif, which was like a blood orange drink that was so tasty, very refreshing.
Nice.
Of course, they had German beers, because why else would they have anything else? And they had, I guess this is kind of funny, they had pretzels, because they're German. August Lindt should have been there, inspecting the salt. But yeah, it was it's a very small space, not as big as the Buck Mason store in Silver Lake, but kind of like that event, the post Anglo event that I had a couple of weeks ago. This one was spilled onto the street. There's people walking by.
Wow.
You know, yeah, it was not too many people, but we were all on the street drinking and hanging out. Nick Wooster was there.
Oh, whoa!
I did not talk to him
That's
because
kind of
why would
crazy.
I? He has no idea who the hell I am,
Yeah.
and I think he doesn't need some random dude because I'm sure he got the entire night of people like, oh my god, Nick, big fan, like wouldn't be where I am without you. Love you at Pity or some shit like that, you know.
We love you.
We love you. Yeah, he was wearing like a Madras jacket with like shorts, you know, it was like one of the
Wow.
typical things. We also happened to be at Buck Mason at the same time because I walked over there, took a break from all the party to go look at Buck Mason because they have this new dyed seersucker suit. Not going to buy it, but you know, wanted to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And he apparently was shopping at that same thing there, same time. Um, but yeah, if you think everyone's wearing like t-shirts and jeans, John Johns came there wearing an unbuttoned, button-up shirt, untucked, with a ball cap, cool sunglasses, big pants, and some leather flip-flops. I think it's funny.
Nice.
Yeah, I think what's really funny is me being there wearing the opposite of a beach outfit, which is like completely covered
A
up to my
mountain
knees.
outfit.
An alpine fit, you know,
Yeah.
up to my knees with my tall ass boots. Like I looked. I guess this keeps happening. I look fucking ridiculous. You know, again, going back to the whole like maybe Ethan Wong is a dandy actually, but it's kind of hard
I
not
think
to
you fit the bill. Yeah.
at this point now, right? I had
Mm-hmm.
a friend. This is gonna bring us to the last part here. But you know, she's all like, "Oh, you're such a performative reader." And I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm like reading this book." She's like, "Yeah, but no one would read that if no one was looking." And then Claire,
What?
yeah, James' girlfriend was like, "No, I think Ethan reads those like nonfiction books at home." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, how do you think I get the ideas to write these long essays
Oh
about
yeah.
nothing? You know, I can't if I wasn't reading stuff like." On the subject of music or some shit like that, I wouldn't be able to think of all this stupid ass
I'm
like stuff.
grabbing just a random book that I have on my desk, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
hold it up. Is this
yeah.
performative? Young Man Luther.
I think that's hilarious. I think you know.
Yeah, I just working at a university, I get a lot of free books,
Here,
so
here's the thing about performative
it's a
reading.
fun one.
It only works if people like what you're reading,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they want to like it's to be remarked on. You know what I mean?
It's for
Like,
someone to say it's like, oh my god, I've read that too.
yeah.
No one has read The Yahoos, which is another book I'm reading.
No one is reading A Composer's World by Paul Hindemith, which is a great book, by the way. It's a little fun.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if I was like on campus, maybe someone would be reading the on orchestration by I haven't opened it yet. It's on my piano because I'm lazy. It's over there, but you know, by the guy who did the Flight of the Bumblebees. I can't believe I can't remember what his name is. Fucking, it's gonna kill me.
Oh, it was Barry.
Flight of the Bumblebee by Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov. Korsakov. Yeah, that's right. I got it. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so yeah, that's come on, Rachel. Like I'm the most. I'm just a cartoon character. It's not performative. It's
I'm
just
just a bill.
I agree that it's absurd. I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying it's not a performance. It's not an act. You know, performative would be like me reading like a Sally Rooney book out there. I've never read a Sally Rooney book. I know they're popular, um, but yeah, I can't imagine. Could you imagine this?
Okay.
Would you? Okay. Imagine asking someone to pick the books in your library for you.
No, I would not want that.
Yeah. First off, do you guys pick books in the library at all in order for it to be remarked upon by other people?
No, I just grab whatever looks interesting to me. Actually, there was one book. Sometimes I get stuff that are more display pieces than anything. My O.J. Simpson book of sports predictions is one of them.
That's funny.
And then this has actually made me so sad. Yesterday I went to a bookstore and I saw a book that it was called The Texas-Israeli War of 1999. And it was a book that was like published in the 70s. It's a sci-fi alternate history about Texas seceding from the U.S. and then later going to war with Israel. And I picked it up. It was in it was a bookstore that they were previously in a new an old location. They just moved, and so everything was still kind of being set up. Like they had literally reopened less than a week ago. And so it was in a case, and I grabbed it from the case, which was just open. It was like a fish tank, sort of.
Okay, yeah.
On the inside it said 150, which I thought meant $150. But I'm like, oh, it might have been because it was also again in a display case. It was not
Right.
like in regular place.
Yeah.
And so I put it down, and later when I was walking around, it was gone. But then I realized like it was probably like like $1.50 maybe, or like I brought him a bunch of other like little mass market paperbacks, and he just priced them all at $5. So I could have gotten that book for $5. I don't know. I would probably read it, but it would more just sit on a shelf as be like, look at this crazy
display.
book.
Yeah. That's kind of funny. Do you guys have anything that's like performative, I guess?
No, I don't think so. It's crazy to me, the idea of like reading books to
look smart.
Or impress other people. Cool. Like, why not? Like, I'm not gonna waste my like mental energy to read a book I'm not interested in. If I'm not interested in a book, I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah.
And it also takes up space for stuff that you actually want to have.
Exactly.
Right. But what about like when you invite people over to your home? Like, obviously I know we don't do that too often, and we for us, right, our stuff is more so like our bedroom, not our living room. We don't have that luxury. I guess MJ kind of does. But do you guys ever think about like oh, I got like, and maybe this is something like maybe our parents and grandparents probably had to do, but like, oh, you have to get this thing because when people come over, they have to be impressed by whatever that is.
I don't do that. I think what I do, I mean, okay, here's what I'm going to say. I think I have a bookshelf downstairs that I share with my roommates, and that's where I put like a lot of my larger books, like art books or coffee table books, photo books, whatever. And I think all of those are cool, not because I selected them to be cool, but because I have good taste. And I pick out cool stuff. Same thing with my shelf. I mean, like you said, like I don't have the luxury of like hiding some books away because I don't think they're cool. My book organization is I have a bookshelf over here. I have 3 bookshelves on the wall, and because all of those are free or full, I have just a giant pile back here. And I guess maybe I chose some of the handsomer or like, oh, this is like a rare book to go in my shelf, but that's also because I want to keep them nice. I guess also my shelf is more organized than the rest of it in terms of I actually try to have some method to where I put stuff, but that is it. I don't hide any of my books away because I don't have space to put any books.
But nothing is like there to be like, if I guess you're not single right now, but like to be like, oh, like
look at me, I have
you got this thing,
the Stigmata of Dr. Cornelius or something. I'm just looking at a random book I have over there. No, I didn't get that book to impress people.
I have Susan Sontag on photography. I feel like that's kind of popular though. I feel like Susan Sontag is a prominent essayist and journalist.
I'm trying to see if I do have anything that's like I guess I have like a couple of Joan Didion books. That could be.
That's
performative mail.
But also because she's popular again.
Yeah, she's popular. But also like I like social critics writing about LA in the '60s, man.
Oh, absolutely, I absolutely do.
I have like a book version of The Twilight Zone. Like this was published when the show was going on, and it's just
like not the movie that even came out. It's like
no, it's just a bunch of like scripts from the episode. Is that performative mail? That would actually be so bad. It's not, but that would be very funny if that was.
Yeah, I mean, because
women love the Twilight Zone.
They do. It's like Twin Peaks, Yeah. It's like I can't think of another one, but there's something else there. Do you think? What about you? Like, do you have any like kind of things in your home that are? And I have a point to this that we'll get into. But this is kind of a fun way to kind of go about it. But what about you? Is there anything in there that you think is more like? Impressive, I guess, for company's sake, externally, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so, because I guess I already mentioned space, but like, like just literal cost, like there's no there's no budget for that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
especially like I mean, I guess you could rationalize some of these things where it's like books or even like that furniture that like it's like it'll get use out of it, or you'll find a way to use it or read it, share it. But if it's not something you're actually going to like really use because you like it, you're just spending money for no reason.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this then. Would you guys ever use a stylist. Now I'm expanding this to be everything. It could be your clothes. Obviously, clothes might be harder, but like let's think of it this way: like for interior design, or maybe for like a personal chef for food. That might be harder, but I'm curious. Whoever wants to kind of take this and run with it, I'm kind of
I
curious
don't
on
know.
there.
I don't think so. Even for stuff like, I think even with interior design, which I don't think I have quite the same instinct or eye for it that I maybe do with clothes.
Right.
I think one of the fun things is like just filling your house with a bunch of random crap and knickknacks, and I don't want it to be like a store in the mall where they just like bring me a bunch of like random antiques and
Yeah.
like books on photography or whatever and lay them out very tastefully. Like I want it to be stuff that like I picked out, and if someone is like, what is this thing, I can tell them a story about it or something.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
MJ?
I mean, it's like same. I did put in the notes
Yeah.
here that there might be an argument for like collaboration
Right.
with the
That's
stylist
true. We'll get into that. Yeah.
because it's like, yeah, maybe I don't know, or maybe certain things that I want help with, or I feel like I have some good ideas, but maybe I don't know how to um, you know communicate them, or even if certain things are possible, like like you're saying, like you know certain design things. Maybe in that way it sounds like it could be useful or helpful or make sense, but I think in the end it's about um, what what I find that I want, or um, think would look good in in my own personal use.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Because the reason why I bring all this stuff up is because I had a discussion in the Weed Johns
Mm-hmm.
Discord that if anyone's listening from there, I'm sorry to bring it up again, but too bad. But it was kind of about styling, and it kind of wasn't really. It's not really about the profession itself. Because I feel like hey, whatever. I mean, I know that I tend to hate on people hustling, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. But there was some kind of like article about like like all these like this the blue jacket that every celebrity is obsessed with, and it's like, and I'm like, are they obsessed with it, or is it their stylists that are obsessed with it? And either way, I feel like I'm not gonna like the answer either. Like, yeah, these guys are all basic and we're praising them with a fucking chore
Mm-hmm.
code, or like all the stylists are just feeding into the algorithm because they know that, or it's a combination of the two and it's just not interesting. You know what I mean? And that kind of
Right.
launched into a little diatribe that I had about like my thoughts on styling. And again, I want to say, if stylists are listening to this, I don't necessarily have a problem with your profession, but I just question the people that hire you. And to be fair, I think like MJ said, and I think in most cases where people have really strong personal style, like Coleman Domingo, that's like the best person I could think of. But like it seems like it's more collaborative in that way, right? Like it's maybe Coleman Domingo, and again, I could find an article on this, but like it is more like trying to kind of guide them, right? Like maybe this idea of what they want to look like, and a good stylist, just like we are, just like, and we'll get into that in a second too. But like help them find the right articulation for what they want to look like, and then you find the pieces. But that probably applies to like to fucking celebrities, and celebrities, you could argue that their brain is so concerned with being creative, like musicians or actors, so maybe they just don't have the free time to think about the kind of stuff. I think that's fucking bullshit. But even if you want to use that as an excuse, that's fine. I also do want to say that in articles of interest, I think Avery writes that like movie stars are in fact so malleable to people's opinions that they often might not even have any personal style of their own, because
Mm-hmm.
they just they're okay with it, and they have an image. Like literally the whole thing is about image. I guess it's any kind of like celebrity or artistic like worker, I guess, like a musician or whatever. Like you have to look cool to maintain your relevance, and that's for you have a
Yeah.
stylist. But then I think of like regular ass dudes who are like, I just want a stylist to like look good. Like they're not saying, hey, I want to look more like myself. What does that mean? Like they're not. I don't think that. And I mean, if you guys are out there dealing with those clients, and maybe that's fine. But I feel like most guys like, I want to look sexy, I want to look hot, or I want to like not think about my clothes, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able. I want people to still say that I look good, and I just don't understand that. And I think a lot of it stems from what we were talking about right before this, is like, I think we all like to have a hand in what we, I guess, not only in what we own, but like how it's like displayed,
Yeah.
like I like being able to like, not like find a vinyl or find a piece of art or make the piece of art. And again, maybe that's different for a lot of people, whatever, that I'll take that part out. But like, if I find something cool at a flea market, like a book, a piece of art, etc., I like that I did that. And I like being able to put it on my wall in some way. I mean, like Spencer, I don't think I have a great eye for interior design. I think I have an idea of like what it, like I just know what it looks like, or I know what I like to see, and that kind of plays into like how I arrange things. Like I feel weird if things are too close to each other or something like that, and I feel like, maybe again I'm being too charitable, because maybe people's people think that it's not like this, but like I think that people can indeed feel the same way if things look too close to each other or like two colors look odd. I don't think people are like just putting random stuff and it's all like everything is equal to them. Maybe it requires, again, a little bit of that guidance, but I think it's kind of fun, like whenever I get like, again, like a new piece and I'm like, cool, I buy my command strips because I'm too lazy to fucking hammer them to the wall, and I don't want, because also I want people to move them easily. But like I like being, okay, where do I want to put this? Where does this go here? That's really fun. It's like, I mean, like making outfits is fun. Like I don't like, it's not that big of a deal for me to spend like, I mean, I guess I don't really spend more than 5 minutes on making an outfit. Maybe that's just also a skill issue or whatever. But like the idea that I have to think, oh, I really want to wear this square motif tie today. What goes with it? Should I wear stripes? Should I wear solids? Oh, I don't know. But then that looks a little too Ivy. Should I wear with this, or what socks? That's like fun to me. It's like creative problem solving. Maybe we all just like escape rooms, and some people are like, why would you pay money to like solve a puzzle? I guess maybe that's just what the issue is. You know what I mean? But I can't imagine hiring someone to outsource that, especially if the goal is to look good, because I feel like if you want to look good, you should find out what that means for yourself. Like, don't complain about being a bad singer and then also complain about not wanting to practice. You know what I mean? And obviously voice lessons are a thing, but like I don't think that stylists are like coaches, because like at least it doesn't seem like that, especially for like these like entrepreneur dudes or whatever. Like they're not like, because these people don't want to coach. Also, they just want to be told what to wear and not think about it ever again. But yeah,
I like the idea of like someone working with a stylist. Like, I'm actually kind of talking out of my ass here. I'm making a bunch of assumptions, which we know.
I guess I am too.
But I'm imagining someone like a celebrity like Robin Williams, who did have like a very distinct style of his own, and very much he gravitated towards like certain brands. I'm sure he
Miyake.
worked, yeah, exactly. Like I'm sure he worked with stylists, but I think it was more of a collaborative effort of like him offering input and like like maybe them just being like, okay, we need to dress you in this, because like I think that's one of the unfortunate things about being a celebrity is maybe sometimes you don't have as much say in what you wear, even if you're a stylish person,
because like it's like a side hustle, right? It's like influencers, right?
Yeah,
like the potential not just to like get free clothes, but like, oh, you're being paid by Tom Ford to wear that thing, and you want to make that cash. But also like dubiously, right, like stylists could also have that issue where they are paid in order to put people in certain things.
But just the idea of like working directly with the stylist, and you guys are like putting something together, like that sounds like a fun collaborative thing, rather than a celebrity who's just like, yeah, put me in whatever, and like they don't care. Like I also wonder just like how did like I wonder like how John C. Reilly discovered like Mr. Freedom, like if that was like from a stylist that put him in that, or if it's because he saw the store and walked in, or if he wore some of it in a movie or something. But I always wonder about like how actors who do have their own distinct sense of style kind of develop that, and like where they get everything.
Maybe that's another thing that I guess I didn't write this in my essay, but like the idea that people have stylists almost kind of takes the mystery away from like the fashion journey, like I mean, I guess it doesn't matter then to some people if John C. Reilly's great style was manufactured for him. But for me, it does say something about that. If that was the case, like if I said like if you found out that Ethan's only a dandy because I had a coach who was a dandy and he just gave me like
That's
everything.
kind of what the Gatsby hit, like the Gatsby
I
movie.
get exactly. But it's like I think that would like that would like kind of like undermine my like the entire message. Obviously, that's why I don't do it. But like it just makes it feel like less personal. It feels like like an outfit is not an expression of who you are. It's kind of like just an outfit's an expression of the external validation that you want. And I know that that's kind of a loaded thing because I think that's everyone wants some form of validation, and it's not bad. I think people obviously want to look cool, and there's nothing inherently wrong about that. But I think that looking cool is the best, and we've talked about this before on the podcast in our cool episode. But like the whole point of that is like it's what's cool for you, and that's what matters. And you'll end up looking cool. Obviously, your mileage may vary, but like you'll look. I think the coolest thing is when people wear something that they clearly enjoyed. Like, and maybe it's because like again, clothing is just like the most external kind of thing, because oh, there we go. It's like the most external thing, but it's like I guess I kind of compare it to like decorating my house or like my vinyl collection, where like it's literally like it's my collection. Like I might have gone to a store and done it, but like I still did it. I decided to go into that store. I decided what to buy from that store. Maybe a salesperson was very helpful. Maybe the record guy was like, hey man, you love that jazz album, maybe you'll love this. There is still outside input in some way. Obviously, I asked Spencer, does this look good on me? Or hey, or oh, Spencer is wearing a Madras shirt, maybe I should get a Madras. Like there's always gonna be something like that. But the point is like I still have a hand in doing it. Like it's not about being unique, but it's about having some kind of like tangible thing there. And like all of the art in my room, all of the vinyl, like I still bought it myself. Some of it might have been gifted from a friend, but that's also part of the story too. It wasn't like I'm not like picking my vinyl. Yeah, I'm not picking a vinyl collection just for a date or a friend to be like, damn, that's a great album, But then people also do that. People have fucking Spotify playlists which are like, certified bangers. That way, if you have a party and you play a song, people are like, "Whoa, this is your playlist?" That damn, we got good taste. I get, and I guess people just want the clothes version of that. They just want like certified bangers, whatever. But I can't do it. I kind of like the idea that like it's not. I don't even say it's niche. I would say like sometimes things are just bad. Like I think my paintings are not technically good. Like I think that there's a lot. I mean, I'm sure my girlfriend, who is an artist, holds her tongue every time when she sees the line work or the composition of something. But at least I did it. But also like I put it up there because I'm proud of it. And I don't care if it's like, oh, it's next to a thing that's like a different era or whatever. I like being eclectic in that way, just like my vinyl. Like I mean, I don't think. And I do play my music, just like my friends know in my car. I play music of whatever I happen to be listening to. It could be something cool. It could be in the mood of like whatever indie band. Like it could also be some fucking like alternate take of a John Williams scene or something like that. Just like how I have a vinyl of like it's called like New Horn Music, and as you can expect from like an album from like 1978, it is insane. It's like not it's not atonal, but it's definitely not like a nice little melody for y'all. But like, who the fuck? Like, I'm not buying that because like, clearly I'm not buying that to impress anybody. But I bought it because like, I love doing that, And also like, I'm sure for all of us too, buying vinyl, buying vintage, like thrifting stuff. That's like a part of our lives. You know what I mean? Like the actual thing there is like, we're also like not just going there just to make a house that looks cool. Like we regularly do this stuff as a part. Like every time I'm back in Pasadena visiting my dad, I try and go to my local bookstore and seeing what they have there. And, it's fun to like, to have that as a part of my whole thing, just like how dressing up is inherently a part of my whole life. It's not just doing it for the effect. And so in my head, outsourcing any part of that just seems so odd to me, I also feel like I guess I'm gonna say I know more than a stylist, but I feel like I don't want to tell a stylist what I already know.
I mean, you know what you want to wear, and like I don't know, what compliments you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, do you guys like what about interior design? Do you think you guys would engage with someone?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Maybe just like
maybe staging. I think staging
exactly
staging is different.
Yeah, like the big stuff. Like, hey, where do I put my couch Tell me where.
But I also feel like I kind of know where to put a couch. You know what I mean? Like when I walk into my apartment right now, or my room, right? There's a lot of places a bed could go, but also it only makes sense in one place, you know? And I think that's the same thing with stuff like art, you know, like some pieces kind of just make sense right over here. Like my bookshelf looks good over here, you know? And I guess same thing with clothing where it's all like, I don't need a stylist to tell me I need a navy suit, but I have navy suit outfits in my mind already, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think, I also feel like if I work with a stylist like gave me advice of like what, I also don't like it when someone's like, Ethan, you should wear that with that. I'm like, no, I shouldn't. You're fucking stupid.
Are you a moron?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we also don't give each other like style advice unless it's like warranted, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think we've bought anything in a while that like requires like, hey, I bought this. How do I wear this? Because we don't
this
do
is
that.
new. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, because leading up to buying or getting something new, we're already having that mentality of what it goes with and what we did the research, we did like the legwork of how it's going to fit together.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I guess we've also kind of functioned as stylists to our friends. I mean, I don't know. I guess MJ is kind of the product, literally the product of that, you know. But it's like the whole point I think that I wrote about too with this whole topic of styling is that like I aim to be obsolete actually. Like I'm not here to like be the constant person. I don't want to be the constant person you ask for every single thing and like, hey, should I wear this, or hey, I've got this event. Like my point is like to give you the tools so you can go fish, you know, like you can make the outfits yourself because that's more fun. Because I, you know, at the end of the day, like when I want to have a conversation with my friends about clothes, I don't want it to be advice. I want to know, like, I want to talk about what you did. Like I want the creative conversation. I want you to be like, oh, Ethan, I went to this wedding. I'm like, oh shit, and we can talk about what you wore versus like it being Ethan, I'm going to a wedding. What do I wear? Like I don't know. Like you know, I want to talk about movies we've made. I don't want to talk about movies you should watch, you know, or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's like our whole thing. And even when we've had people ask us for advice, I think the whole point is like we don't really give them unless we like kind of narrow it down. It's usually just introspective questions like who do you want to be and who do you want to look like, and then kind of going from there. I've never had and friends who don't have that, who don't want to go on the whole menswear journey, they don't need constant advice because they just probably need the one work outfit and like they're fine, you know. They aren't like asking us constantly, how do I keep looking cool, or what's the next thing I should buy, you know. Like Andrew just says I want wider jeans and buys jeans from Uniqlo, and like and that's it. He's not asking for advice because he is a self-sufficient person who knows what he wants to wear, and he just wears that, you know. If it's a question about suits, sure, like I helped him get his suit for his wedding, but like he already knew he kind of wanted to wear either a white shirt or like one of his denim shirts, and he knew what shoes he wanted to wear, you know. Like that's cool. That's all that we need. We don't need to like kind of, he doesn't need anything more than that, you know.
Exactly.
So no stylist for us, I guess.
No stylist ever. And if I ever hire a stylist for anything, you can shoot me in the head.
Yeah, I was about to say you'll know something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's kind of funny, right? We had the whole I think I deleted the article, but like back when I first started the blog, when I thought like, oh, to be a menswear writer, you have to do all this kind of stuff, and I wrote about like one of those like styling boxes, like, you know, one of those like trunk whatevers, and yeah, like that sucks. I can't imagine. I can't imagine that. I feel like, I don't know, maybe the whole thing is, I think that everything that involves a part of you should require some kind of effort. I'm not saying that you have to like design your own clothes or make your own clothes or like, you know, be a chef. Like I think it's fine to enjoy the fruits of someone else's labor and celebrate them, right? But I feel like when it comes to like combining something, you know, to like arranging things or whatever, I think it's fun to like take the step and at least have something that involves you directly, right? Like yeah, I might obviously rely on a chef to make a cool burger or something like that, but like I still want to pick my restaurant. I'm not gonna say like, I don't know, like if I need suggestions, I mean, I'm not really asking like Siri, hey Siri, give me it's going right now. Like, where's the best place to eat tonight? You know, give me a restaurant. Like, I kind of feel like in my head, I already know what I want to eat. Oh, there.
Okay.
Mid City on South La Brea Avenue in Los Angeles.
There you go.
We should cut that so you don't get doxxed.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll cut that. That's at 109 or whatever. But yeah, I can't imagine asking like that kind of thing. I mean, I feel like also I'd rather ask someone that I know, you know, and maybe to go back to what we said, that's what the best kind of styling is. It's collaborative. It should be like a friend, you know.
Exactly.
But maybe stylists aren't your friends. They're your employee or they're your consultant. I don't know. Profit motive will always kind of also be the bigger part of this whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey guys, let us know in the comments below. I guess you can only comment if this is on the YouTube, because there's no like podcast comment.
And speaking of profit motive,
yeah,
patreon.com.
That's right, patreon.com/stylistirection. $5 a month gives you access to our Discord channel. You can talk to me about this. I guess We Johns is free. I don't have control. I don't have invite control on that one. I am just a guest. I'm not a guest. I'm a member or whatever. I don't know what we're going to call it. If you guys are interested in that, ask them, you know. But if you want to join our cool little club that you have to pay for, you go to patreon.com/stylistirection. Paying that $5 a month also gives you access to our library bonus episodes where we talk about Wonka. We talk about Heat. I'm talking Quiz Show. I'm talking other ones that I've forgotten.
Other
already.
movies.
That's correct. But $10, nothing extra. But MJ does thank you. MJ, who are we thanking?
We are thanking our Sadcast fanatics, Shane Curry, Philip Gregard, Henrik Wilberg, and Talbot.
We love and appreciate you guys so much. By the way, this is Style and Direction, our mentor podcast without the stuffiness. We did not say that.
The longest time without the title drop.
Well, now, hey guys, we can start the episode now because that was our...
there you go. That was the cold open. Yeah.
There you go.
And
Insane.
Here we go.
This is the most like like continuity. I guess it's not continuity lockout. It's just like you don't know what the hell this is.
It's
freeform,
baby. But
it's
yeah,
complete freeform.
That's right. Don't forget to follow the Instagram at Style and Direction on Instagram. That's where it is. You know, we post a lot of photos of our stuff over there right now. Maybe we'll post some golf photos. Yeah. Not of me, because you have to follow my Instagram for that. But you can follow. We'll find some cool 30s golf photos in there. I'm sure there's plenty of apparel arts in there. We didn't get to talk about John Travolta. We will do that next time. Not yet. Berets, baby. I guess we'll see you next time when I come back from Japan, baby. Get ready for that.
Yeah.
Japan.
We'll see you. Bye-bye.
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 Boom, bam, bomb.